Gala and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about how to move abroad as a teenager. I think I qualify as an expert on this topic because I've moved way too many times. I hope you enjoy.
How's everything going? How's your French classes?
They're good, they're right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about your French teacher?
She's nice, but she's not French. Where is she from? Cuba. That's so funny.
But isn't your history teacher from France?
Yeah, he is. We've asked him to be our French teacher, but he likes history.
Huh.
Very nosy, kind
Yeah.
of nosy.
What if we move to a different country where they speak French to really learn the language?
Like now?
No, just saying in general, the idea of moving to learn the language.
Yeah, just, thinking.
Yeah, just seeing what options and what might be the best way to really learn the language.
I mean, it makes sense to move, but I don't know, I like my school, I like my friends.
Yeah, but you liked it when we moved to Argentina.
That's why we speak very good Spanish, kind of.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, there's different places to learn.
We are not saying that we are going to do it.
No.
We're just saying,
Just,
why not? It's a possibility. It is.
Yeah.
But we'll think about it.
well, yeah, first we gotta think of like what country to move to.
Like France. Belgium, Canada, so many other options.
After they speak French.
Yeah.
Really? I knew this was coming. After a couple years, I expected it. They're telling me 2 weeks because they want me to feel included, but I know they already have everything planned. So why did my parents think moving to France was going to be a good idea? Maybe because I desperately needed a wardrobe change? Maybe because at school I was learning French, but my teacher was not French, so she did not have the right accent. I had a bunch of French friends, but they did not want to help me learn their language. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure my parents are using me as an excuse because they love cheese and wine. I mean, we all know France has the best pastries. Especially croissants.
So I thought about it, and I would be willing to move to a country to learn French. But under some
Nice.
conditions. Okay. Number one, we have to go to France.
Makes sense.
Yep, yep. And when would we be moving? I think it makes sense after you finish school this year. So that means that I will be celebrating my 15th birthday in France.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I'm willing to go to France if we add my 15th birthday in Italy into the combo. We can do that.
I think that's fair.
Okay, so I'll be willing.
Pro tip, this is the perfect time to negotiate whatever you want. I knew that I would be celebrating my 15th birthday in France, so I thought about Italy. Now this is how I moved to France. During these 2 weeks, I had a lot of time to analyze the situation. I tend to do that a lot. But before I talk about that, I want to let you guys know that I moved a lot. I'm 15 years old. I've lived in 5 different cities, 3 different languages. So moving to me isn't scary, something that comes naturally and I really enjoy it. So number 1 was languages. Everybody says that learning a language is easier and faster when you're younger. But it's better to learn a language when you're 15 than never to do it at all. Number 2 was friends. I had a great group of friends over there in Miami, but most of them were international. So I knew that eventually one of us was gonna move back to a different country. So I knew that was gonna happen. And now, thanks to FaceTime, there's always someone running during quarantine. Now with FaceTime and Zoom, we still maintain in contact, which is really nice. Number 3, family. In Miami, I did not have any family there, so a 5-8 hour flight compared to a 7 or 12 isn't really a big difference. So I'm still gonna see my family the same amount of times. The next thing was school. For me, it's really important school. I'm a good student and I enjoy school. So I wanted to continue taking some courses, some American school courses, Using Florida Virtual School, so I take geometry because I love math. So that way I'm still able to continue the American level and just courses which I enjoy. And number 5, I find it funny when people start to compare cities and countries because everywhere has its good and its bad. And Bordeaux is such a beautiful place, and I'm sure I'm gonna keep on feeling like Miami is home, and we're eventually gonna move back, and that's where I'm gonna continue living, I don't know. But being able to move around, see different places around the world is such an amazing experience. Back in Miami, in my room, I had a whole bunch of junk and things I've accumulated over the years, like most kids my age. And I have to downsize to this room here in France, so I could not bring all of my junk that I wanted to bring. My first problem was clothes. Since I moved from Miami, I had way too many summer clothes and bikinis, and I didn't have any winter clothes, and here in France, it gets cold. So I invited some friends over, we had a sleepover, I let them try on any clothes they wanted, and they could take them home. Then was electronics and all the other junk I had in my room. That I either sold it on OfferUp or Mercari, or I gave it away to Goodwill. My next problem was the language. So I bought all of these books back in Miami, got me a tutor, and he told me and helped me realize that all these books, they were gonna not help me at all for the real life here in France. So I searched up with my tutor a whole bunch of the words and phrases that I would have to use when I'm here in France for daily life, going to school, and that was actually really helpful because that helped me look more prepared and look like I actually knew more French did, and I was able to pass the basic French test to be able to go to public school. Another book I brought was Catching Fire. It actually belonged to the Miami Beach Library. I was supposed to turn it in 6 months ago. Man, that fine's gonna be expensive. I decided to take some online courses to learn a little bit of French before I got here, so I joined Babbel. At first it was a lot of fun, and then it got boring. Before moving here, I did a whole bunch of research on French schools and French school systems. And I learned that it's exactly like in the US. You go to the school from your area, and that you don't have to wear uniforms. Man, I was so excited when I found that out. The third thing was that you can either eat at home or eat at school. But if you do eat at school, you cannot bring your own lunchbox. But don't worry, because you get to eat crepes and the food is amazing. The next thing I researched was life in France, so I wasn't so confused when the waiters would pour me a glass of wine. But in general, nothing prepared me for this amazing and sometimes crazy experience. Number 1, on my way here, an 18-year-old guy, he was in college, asked me out. What? He thought I was in college? I'm so short. Number 2, after arriving to Paris, my parents rented a car, but they totally forgot that here cars are tiny, so we had to put all the luggages on top of me. Number 3, after the long flight and the long drive, we finally arrived to our Airbnb, and we realized it had no elevators. Can you imagine? We were so tired and we had to pull all 4 luggages up to the 3rd floor. Number 4, we had an experience. I'm so bad at winking. The apartment was beautiful, but it had no AC, and this was the only fan. On the bright side, the city is beautiful. There's so many parks, cafes. It was such a nice experience. On the first day of school, I was already invited to a friend's house to eat lunch. Everyone is so sweet. After 1 week, I already had a group of friends. They were all so nice to me, even though I made a whole bunch of mistakes. I still do, but what can I expect? Everyone is super nice, and this is a great experience. Before closing off this video, let me show you where I arrived after my 10-hour flight and 4-hour drive. Today, this is still my beautiful neighborhood and city. guys for watching. I hope you found this useful and helpful, and if you just enjoyed it, please like and subscribe, and comment down below if you're gonna move, where you're gonna move, if you know anybody who moves, if you don't want to move at all, anything to do with moving. And I really want to thank you guys for the 100 subscribers. My next goal is 200. Stay tuned for my next video. Bye.